All right, first ever Deadpool 3 trailer, Super Bowl Sunday, and you brought it to my attention right before we started this pod that I had to watch it on the CBS broadcast and not on the Paramount Plus broadcast for me to be able to watch it.
Yeah, correct. I was excited about this myself, yo. I couldn't wait for this trailer, yo. And I mean, it's good things. It's gonna be a great year. Can't wait. The only MCU movie on the slate right now. So they really put their money and they put their faith on this movie. So let's get into it.
So again, I didn't even watch it on actual TV. You sent me the link, and I'm like, well, I was distracted anyway, so I probably wasn't even gonna notice it, even if I did watch it on TV or not. But yeah, you sent me the link for the trailer, and I was just like, you already know I'm not really a big fan of Deadpool movies, but I was just like, this looks pretty interesting here. I may have to take a little bit of an interest to this movie, so I'm extremely looking forward to this movie based off of the first trailer.
Facts, bro. Like, I mean, watching this trailer, yo, was amazing. I had to watch it like 1,000 times, yo. Like, so we start off. I believe the movie takes place. I believe it was 2018 last time we said Deadpool. I believe that was Deadpool 2.
Mm-hmm.
So I believe 6, maybe 7 years have passed now in the trailer. Hence that you have Wade saying that they went through some type of tragedy. So I don't know exactly what the whole premise of that was, but so something tragic happened. It's his birthday, and as you know it, we have recurring characters that came back to reprise their role from Deadpool 2. It's most of the X-Force. And if you remember watching the movie, all the X-Force characters except for Deadpool and Domino died. So we left off at the end of Deadpool 2 real quick. Hopefully it's not a spoiler alert because most people should have already watched Deadpool 2 by now because it's already out. If not, go ahead and watch it. It's a must watch. Deadpool saves the day and ends up taking the time watch that Cable had and goes back in time and changes the entire timeline. And he ends up saving I believe it's Veronica, right? His girlfriend. Yeah, he saves Veronica from the beginning of the movie, and then saves all the X-Force members from dying, and it goes back in
Vanessa.
Oh, Vanessa, sorry, correction, Vanessa. Saves pretty much his whole squad, his girlfriend, goes back, kills himself from Wolverine Origins, which was pretty funny because that movie needed to be fixed. Tells Wolverine that if he ever comes back and he needs help, to help him out, hence why we got Deadpool 3. And he ends up killing himself from ever acting in the Green Lantern movie that he did with Taika Waititi.
Mm-hmm.
That was pretty funny. And it ends up killing baby Hitler. So he messed up the whole entire timeline. So we go back to the trailer. So everything has changed. He looks like he's a regular pedestrian. He's no longer a superhero. Works, I guess, like at a Walmart or some retail store. And looks back at his suit. I guess he missed the old days. And then here we got the TVA knocking at his front door on his birthday, and they're like, "Are you Wade?" And he was like, "Yeah, can I help you?" They pulled them sticks out and bada prune him, and he makes a quick MCU joke, and then they take him to the TVA. So this is pretty exciting how they're connecting everything in this movie, man. Like, I mean, I didn't expect him to go this hard, but I guess this is their way of fixing all the Fox Marvel characters, bring them back, just kind of like No Way Home and Spider-Man, and also save the MCU because God knows we need to save the MCU because they've not been doing so well.
Right. I was gonna say with the TVA is concerned, I thought we was gonna get Owen Wilson back in this movie.
Yeah, that was the rumor. I really hoping that he was gonna be Morbius in this movie, but I guess they decided to go with a different character. I don't think he has a name yet, to be honest with you. Whoever plays the officer in the TVA, Matthew McFadden, I believe his name is. There is no name in IBDN,
They still
So
have him up here too.
yeah. So they take him in. So I guess they prune his universe. I'm assuming because just like the TVA, he's a variant version of himself, and I guess they give him an option, just like Loki, to become a hero. And they tell him that he's not the only superhero in the entire universe. Hence, they show him the Avengers, which is pretty funny. So, what else happens? Deadpool, instead of agreeing with working with the TVA, gets a new suit. He's excited, goes out there and starts, wreaking havoc. So we get a little bit of a fight scene with Deadpool killing the TVA, which is pretty wild. This is pretty crazy how this is Marvel's first R-rated movie, and I'm actually excited for this.
Even though we had some pretty big disappointments over the past couple of projects.
Correct.
You know what? I'm not excited. I'm on the wait and see list right now.
I don't know about you, bro. The fact that we got Hugh Jackman coming back reprising his role as Wolverine, and we got Deadpool, and they got a team up movie because God knows we need to fix Wolverine Origins because that movie it was okay, and the ending was just trash, just straight shit. But you already know, we already talked about this.
Mm-hmm. So and I saw in a fight scene during the course of the trailer, they had brought back the character Pyro. You remember the character Pyro?
Yeah, I remember him.
So I saw him, and I'm not sure. It was like a little bit of a glimpse, but I think I saw Dr. Doom.
Everybody's talking about this. I've gone back and rewatched it, and I'm kind of like, was that Dr. Doom?
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. Anything is possible at this point. So I ain't gonna lie to you. It's pretty early to do this, but I'm kind of excited because, I mean, as we know, the rumor is that they're bringing back some of the Fantastic Four characters back. They got Elektra coming back. Supposedly, Daredevil's supposed to come back. Ben Affleck's Daredevil, which was a terrible movie too, by the way. What else? And we get most of the X-Men characters reprising their role. I don't know exactly who, but it was pretty crazy that we see Pyro coming back to reprise the role. I can't remember what movie was he in. Was in that second one, right?
The third
or the third one? Last Stand.
Third. Last Stand.
Last Stand. Yeah. Wow, it's crazy how this.
No.
Like,
he was in the second one and the third one.
I got to go back and rewatch it because I can't remember. I thought he was in the second one only. He was in the third one too.
Yeah. So in the second one, he was cool with Bobby, Iceman, and Kitty at the same time, right? And then he had that lighter. He kept on flipping that lighter. And then when Magneto came to the X-Jet for them to stop Stryker, when they were leaving Stryker's base, Pyro went with Magneto. And then it transitioned to X3.
Right.
Yeah.
You right.
So that was interesting to see him in there. Of all the
X-Men characters,
they decided to bring him back. So that should be interesting. But they keep on saying, well, I saw the rumor about the little shawty from Logan. What's her name?
Oh, X-23. Yeah, X-23, I heard she's coming back too. So I'm excited for that too. Jennifer Gardner's coming back, which is pretty wild though, because she, there's a couple interviews where she claimed that she's like, well, I don't know what you all talking about. I'm not in this new Deadpool movie.
So that's rumored is that rumored or confirmed?
Rumored, but I mean, if you look into the IMDb page, you see Jennifer Gardner as Elektra on the casting role. So I'm assuming this has got to be real. I mean, I don't think they would just do that to mislead us, but this is Marvel again, so anything is possible. So not only we're getting X-23, there is rumor too we're getting Taylor Swift to play. There's apparently two characters that she could play that the whole fan base is talking about right now. Taylor Swift could play a female version of Deadpool because she is really close friends with Ryan Reynolds in real life.
How does that
work? What was her name? The female Deadpool. I can't remember. And then there's a mutant character in the X-Men who has the power of creating sound waves through her voice. I don't remember her name at the top of my head right now. So that's pretty interesting. She's transitioning from music to acting, kind of like Lady Gaga. So I'm down for it, yo. Like Lady Pool is what they call her, Leia. So I would like to see her play as Lady Pool. There was also a picture she did a while back. I believe it was during COVID that she had borrowed Ryan Reynolds' Deadpool costume for Halloween. So that's pretty interesting. So going back to the trailer, there's so many theories going on. So from what I could tell, they're in the void where everybody gets pruned. So I'm assuming at some point Deadpool ends up fighting the TVA for some reason. I guess they don't see eye to eye to something that they're doing. I guess they must be using him to prune certain timelines. Hence why we're getting some of these characters to reprise their role. And I don't know exactly what their intentions are. So we could be getting an evil version of a TVA, or we could be getting the lead up to Secret Wars. I'm assuming that my heart is basically rolling on the Secret Wars. I think this is leading up to Secret Wars. Hence we're gonna get all these characters to come back and reprise their role to say, one last hurrah to end the chapters and basically save the MCU. That's my opinion on it. It's a theory going around, so I really do see that they're doing this for the future of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, is to bring back the OGs and to help save the MCU. So this is pretty interesting. I mean, there's so many theories going on too. We got the dude who played the Thing from the original Fantastic Four reprising his role. So we're getting some characters from the original Fantastic Four to come back. And I don't know if you saw it too. They had one of the Fantastic Four cars. I can't remember the name of the car. And in that one little scene, if you saw it, you had a comic book, Secret Wars.
I don't think I've seen that one.
Go back and rewatch the trailer. So it's, I guess at some point in this prune time in the void, I can't remember exactly what they called it, but I'm gonna call it the void for right now. The MCU, they pruned the universe where the MCU, the Marvel Comics does exist, and I guess they must have done something for them to get pruned. To remember, anything that alters from the timeline ends up getting pruned and goes into that void.
And the purgatory thing where that Goliath is.
Yeah, where Goliath is. And I think Goliath is reprising the role. I think I saw like a purple smoke too, eating some of the TVA members. So that'd be pretty cool to see. And if you remember too, we got Ravonna Renslayer, who's in the void technically. Last time we saw in Loki, so it could be possible she could be reprising a role too. Because I don't think she's dead. There's no way. If you remember end of season 2.
I'm trying to think what happened to Renslayer.
You remember they pruned her, and then she ended up going to the void, and she ends up, we don't see it, but she's looking at something, and it's like a giant light facing her, and I guess she sees Goliath, and I assume that she was supposed to be eaten by Goliath.
Right. But, okay. I remember. Okay, I remember.
Since we don't see the body, as we all know, the characters technically don't die. So I think she'd be an important role in going to Secret Wars. So who knows with the whole Kane the Conqueror thing. Like you saying, we might have possibly seen the Doctor Doom. So I guess it might be true. The rumors are that they're using Doctor Doom to replace Kane the Conqueror. That's pretty interesting. Like we had this agreement about, we had this conversation about not doing it, but okay, if they're gonna do it right, I guess they already laid the map up. So hopefully he shows up, and I'm really curious to see who they're gonna don the mask for Doctor Doom. I'm really curious.
Might be the old Julian McMahon. McMahon.
That'd be pretty cool.
That'd be dope if they was able to do that. I think it'd also be cheaper if you bought back the old cast too.
It could be the original Doctor Doom.
One last hurrah. But yeah, my only if they were when they do the Fantastic Four, I'm dying to see who's gonna be playing the Human Torch.
Who knows? Chris
Everybody
Evans might
else is
come back.
irrelevant to me. It's just the Human Torch. Who are you getting to play the Human Torch?
Chris Evans has to come back, bro. You don't want to see him come back?
I would love to see him come back. I didn't even want him to be Captain America, for being honest.
It's crazy how we go back and watch these movies and we're like, damn, bro. Like to be honest with you, I saw him as Johnny Storm. I was like, yo, he's Johnny Storm.
Right.
And then
That's
he
who that's
then he
who
came out
he's
to play
always
Captain
gonna be for
America.
me. That's who he's gonna be to me is Johnny Storm. Captain America is just like, all right, I can get behind this,
You
but
can't
you're
take that
still
role for him, bro. He's Captain America now, bro.
no, he's not Captain America. He is Johnny Storm to me first. That's how it's always gonna be.
Same thing with what's his name, Michael B. Jordan. Didn't he play Johnny Storm too?
I didn't
In the
even
reboot
finish
version?
I didn't finish the movie, so I don't know what he played.
I think he was Johnny Storm in that movie too, and then he ended up playing Killmonger in the MCU.
Yeah,
so.
I didn't finish again. I didn't finish the movie, so technically it doesn't count in my book. It is what it is at this point.
Yeah, so we get another fight scene, and then we get Deadpool getting kicked out. The moment we've been waiting for, even though we were teasing it in the trailer, him going to a universe where he's looking for I guess Wolverine.
Mm-hmm.
So I believe the scene might take place in Singapore. If you remember during Winter Soldier and Falcon and Winter Soldier,
Mm-hmm.
they went into that. They went with what's his name? That villain.
The new Captain America.
Yeah, but you remember they went to that. They went to the underground city,
Mm-hmm.
and then they end up having they stole something. I can't remember, but you know what I'm talking about. So they might reprise the role. So I mean, bring that location back, which is pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
And going back to what we were talking about, you got Deadpool getting kicked through the 20th Century Fox logo. And we got Wolverine coming back, the Shadow Wolverine, and you see the claws come out. So I'm excited for this, bro. I can't wait for this movie. I can't stress this enough, bro. I've been waiting for this for a long time. To see those two on in the screen again, yo, and you know that they're gonna just be just beating the shit out of each other, bro, and just talking shit. I can't wait, bro. And Deadpool's just going to be bashing the MCU because you know God knows that we need some humor right now because the MCU has not been that great. I ain't gonna lie. I can't bite my tongue anymore, bro. It's not that great.